As we move on to the sixth on the programme, and race number 6, one before the big one, 7 and 8 for the two Group 2s. This is a Class 2 though, up over the 1800 metres. Headed by Marble Heroes, won over this distance at Happy Valley. First time here though at Shartin over the trip. Helene Charisma, fourth in Champion Shader Cup last season. Got Gold Mounts also coming out of that race behind Werther. Denozo run up behind Pikachu on his Happy Valley return. Pikachu, huge odds. He was an 80-1 winner that night at Happy Valley. Green Dispatch, he's second up for the season, and Rickfield was a winner at Happy Valley at the back end of last.
It's a long run down the back stretch. Solar Hey Hey with Dylan Moe jumping aboard. He rode the horse 2 starts ago, finished second. Likely leader. Green Dispatch for Matthew Poon, 7-pound claimer, likely to be forward. He's got a very light weight going in second up. Prawn Barbar can race handy. Marble Hero likely to be there as well. They won't really break any records unless something from the back wants to go early. Supreme Prophet, a noted offender in that situation from time to time.
He has 2 horses in this race, Prawn Barbar and Denozo, and they're both going nice enough here. Again, it's 1800 metres, so these are stars. They're not really pushed out at all on their track work, so just look to see if they're nice and relaxed as they work, and they are, but this one isn't. Rickfield, you can see he's very keen. Now, all his wins have been in Happy Valley, Rickfield.
One of those wins he did take off too from the back, if I remember rightly.
He did, he definitely did. But
so he could be a mover.
Yeah, he's definitely keen, as you can see.
I think it was Alexi Bedell.
Might have been, yeah.
He had two on the night where he did the same.
Yeah, Unicorn did the same
That's
thing
right,
too, didn't
yeah.
he? All right, well, let's have a look at this last race. Half the field coming out of this, basically. So this is Pikachu, Bolter's odds. Denozo gets home well down the outside. Of
the lot here, I think Denozo was very unlucky in this race. He got well back. Once he got into the clear here, Pikachu didn't have to go around a horse. It was a perfect run from him. And Denozo, he really lengthened out in the last little bit. 1800 for him at Shartin, I think is going to be absolutely ideal.
Yeah, you see Doyeni there as well. He just really started to build as they were getting towards the line. I think coming back to Shartin, I've got a lot of time for him, Doyeni, but I'm with Paul. I think Denozo might be the hardest to beat.
Yeah.
All right, OK. Maybe turn the tables with Pikachu. He's got a 3-pound turnaround there. Helene Charisma, he's a class act returning, and his jockey is Tommy Berry.
Tommy, Helene Charisma, how's his preparation been leading into Sunday?
Yeah, really nice. Probably would have liked to get another trial into him, but look, we feel he's fit enough going into the weekend. He'll probably go back a little bit from the barrier, but yeah, I've changed the gear around on him a little bit this preparation, and he seems to be not hanging as bad, because that was a thing that probably cost him a couple of times last preparation. But John's got him as well as we can have for a first up run.
Just from your experience, temperament-wise, there's been a lot of talk about him still being a stallion. Do you feel he's got any temperament issues or anything like that?
No, he's a beautiful rider. He knows he's a colt, don't get me wrong. He jumps around a little bit and plays around, but once you get him out on the track and he starts his work, it's all business. And as I said, the only problem we really had with him last preparation was that hanging in, but we feel like we've got that under control to a certain extent, and we feel that he'll run very well on the weekend and leading into, obviously, December.
All right, play around with the gear. He's got the ability.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He was a Group 1 winner in France, wasn't he, before he came here? Yeah, watching closely him.
He's a horse who's his own worst enemy, isn't he? Like, with that hanging in, he's cost himself some races already.
Yeah.
He hasn't won yet in Hong Kong, but I think he should have.
I think it'd be interesting to see with the tweaking of the gear whether or not he does hang in, and or if he runs in a straight line. But there's a big engine there.
Yeah, he's Group 1 winner, as you said. So.
All right, Gold Mount, who was a pretty handy horse overseas as well in the UK, actually ran in the Derby, and I gave him half a chance in that, but he's first up here for the season.
He did win first up when he first came to Hong Kong here. He's had the 4 starts. Look, I'm going to give him a chance. I think it's a real quiet trial, this one. It's on the all-weather as well. But when he did win, it was over 16. They're stepping him up to 80.
Beat Invincible Dragon, who was going enormous at the time. It was a very good win.
Yeah.
And because of that first up record, I'm like, Paul, I'm going to throw him in too. I wanted to put Helene Charisma in, but I ended up putting him in front of Helene Charisma because he's got that fresh record.
Yeah. It's a race of many chances. Prawn Barber, you touched on him as far as the speed map is concerned, and General Sherman here, just at the Valley.
I'm going to sneak Prawn Barber in too. I know he was pushed out, looked a bit awkward here. But he's a very good horse on his day. He's had 1 run first up for a second. He's had a solid prep going in. He can race handy to the speed with a lightish weight and make his presence felt. I don't think he can win it, but he can pinch some minor money for me.
I've got him in for 4th here. I snuck him in just to be safe. But it was a little bit of concerning that trial, but he's come on from then. So give him a chance.
All right, this is a good lead into the two features because we've got some group horses engaged here.
Yeah, I think Denozo will win though. Just that run at Happy Valley was very, very good. And he has won at Sharton before, and I think really suited by the course. So I've got him on top to beat Gold Mount. Green Dispatch, I think he won't be far away from the pace. And he can run a cheeky race at big price. And the Prawn Baba we've got in there for fourth as mentioned. But I'd be just backing Denozo to win and move on.
I've got him on top too, Paul. 7 on top, Denozo. I'm a big fan of Doyenne, and Sharton's better for him. His run at the Valley was terrific. Prawn Baba sits in close to the speed, and Gold Mount, first up record, obviously outstanding. 7-4, 10-3, but a few in the race, Andrew, that I'll be keeping an eye on. Helene Charisma, you know, and what else did I sneak in? I snuck in Pikachu there in my trio too, just in case, you know.
Yeah, I've got him in the top 4 because it wasn't a fluke, that win.
No.
The price was just off for whatever reason.
Yeah, he is placed at Group 3 level off a lightweight, so Class 2 here with a lightweight shouldn't be any problem.
There you go. All right, that's race number 6. We move on to the first of the feature races, though, race number 7. After this break, John Size has 4, including Mr. Stunning, the Wizard of Oz, the 2 top-rated horses in Hong Kong. Peniophobia and DB Pin will lock horns once more. And Not Listening to Me and Lucky Bubble, some of Hong Kong's best sprinters lining up in the next.